Hey, go back to the channel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm watching another movie with the help of the picker wheel. There's 3 movies on here. I think I'm gonna get through only 2 more because earlier in this year when I watched another bunch of movies, or my first bunch of movies actually, it was 6 movies. So 2 more would make it 6. It doesn't matter if it's 7, but I don't know. I just feel like I've been doing so much. Also because I missed a week of movies, this probably would have just been the second last one if I didn't want to do 3. Who knows? We'll figure that out as the days come by. You'll see it. If you don't, then I'm not doing it anymore. But yeah, we're just gonna spin the wheel. I have all of them loaded up, so it doesn't matter which one it chooses. I'm ready to watch. So now further ado, it's usually super loud, but it's not. Just want to make sure. Listening to Lisa. Ooh, this is right in the middle. Big Fish and Begonia. Begonia. Literally on the line. How did they decide? No, it was more on Big Fish. Okay, we're watching that then. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect that. A Netflix original film. Oh. In the Northern Ocean, there is a fish that goes by the name of coon. Thousands of miles in length, its size is too large to measure. She sounds about 70. What I struggle with is remembering the beginning of movies I watch while I'm finishing it at the end to talk about it. I have to stay focused. The fish are souls of human beings. Oh. Wow, this looks awesome. Oh, so she's been telling the story. I'm gonna go back. Maybe that baby was Chun they just showed. That's a huge bird. This doesn't really feel like an anime to me, besides the voice acting, of course. It's giving Ben 10. Pegasities, not horses. Ooh. We're just laughing that away. I was wondering though if this is like underwater though. What are those? Up there, like they must be underwater. Oh, we to observe natural laws we govern. They're gonna burn their hands off. Not saying that it's just hot. It just seems like the force of it. So they're calling upon the surface of the ocean. Because the reflection on these guys' things, I can tell they're underwater, so it makes it easier for them to go. Their masks give me each. Oh my god, they're not even masks because he was moving like the eyes of it or whatever. I mean, everyone's unique here. Very nice design. While she's there, she gets caught in a fishing net and gets saved, but she wouldn't have died. I mean, if she gets caught by whoever caught her, but she wouldn't drown. Looks she's gonna submerge herself in the water now. So they're underwater, but not really underwater. Oh wow. Oh, a dolphin. That's very. Go to the mermaid form and then the dolphin. This mom's really worried. Like, and she's not wrong to worry since what happens to her. This is what's gonna happen to her. Get caught in the net. Every child at 16 was sent up just to observe on the. But that makes them an adult. I don't think it's how they have to see with their own eyes. Okay. I was like, what do they really have to do? Y'all been doing it for years. Imagine seeing a bunch of red dolphins, unless that's normal in this movie. Oh, this is this. Oh, the little person. Or no, maybe it was him because she's still a kid. Born underwater. Whoa, this looks like the freaking cast from Spirited Away. But a miniature version on this boat. She gets caught in the net as a dolphin. So he hops out of that boat to save her, leaving his little sister behind. Those are regular dolphins. Seeing the way they jumped for whatever this is, looks like salt. Fish food. I would not encourage him to do this. Kids are always afraid, like, him jumping in the water too? Like, what are you doing? And like, if anything happens to you, to just turn the dog left on the boat, why would you do that? I don't care how skilled he is. And then you're covered in fish food, they may drag you down. Dolphins aren't, and those are regular dolphins. They're not as friendly as people think they're to be. They could be, but there's too much. I don't know. I never met a dolphin, and he can hold his breath for very long. The red dolphin. This boy's been under here for about 2 minutes now. You also have your little sister on the boat. That's all I'm concerned about. And I know he dies. So I'm just wondering when. You can't just leave her. Okay. They're still out here. Take her home. What nice music. Oh, this little dolphin thing. I know what it's called. I just don't know now. Maybe you could just say flute, but I know they have a different... Ooh! People really catch dolphins for what? If only you were a shark, huh? That's worse. The way people go and hunt sharks, but she could have ripped it. Swim back. Oh, the whirlpool to go back now? Like she's missing it? It's been 7, it should be 7 days. This man's fearless. Fearless that he's ready to jump during a storm. Jump in the whirlpool waters. And she's encouraging it. I'm sorry. I know she's a little girl and little kid doesn't really understand the dangers of him hopping in there. Even though she said, there's a whirlpool. But I'm panicking like, what do you think you're gonna do? What do you... You know, we don't even get to hear their thoughts this entire time they've been here. Girl, you... Exactly. She probably doesn't understand. And he accidentally cut her because you're moving. She's literally the one that got him killed. He could swim though if he's even moving a little bit. Is it just her and the dog? They don't have parents? She's like, huh? I'm out? I want to hear your thoughts, Chewed. What's going on? Stop squeaking. Wow, he's just laying at the bottom of the ocean. Like he's a merman maid. It's too late, Chewed. What we gonna do now? I thought she was gonna jump in there herself. The only reason I just kept saying he shouldn't have done that is because he has his little sister. I don't even know if they're alone, but he just left her. I bet the mom has not left her for the 7 days. How does she... She doesn't bring him, so that was a lot. We're just every animal, aren't we? But then what if they died underwater? Wow. His hair holds a lot of secrets, because what is this? This sounds like a trap. I don't think you should tamper with something once they're dead. That thing didn't even hesitate and just gave her away to bring him back, or a start. And it's not even like she dressed it like, oh, this, master this, or the god up here. She doesn't know what it is, and maybe she's not even supposed to interact with it in the first place. She's still alive. 117 years strong. I wonder what the flower was for. I forgot about her friend. About one person from the beginning that I don't really know much about it, but what's her friend? I thought she knew him. He got everything but shoes. Everything is so ginormous here. Like the way the trees are built and attacked. Oh wow, that's how far she went to go play that flute. The boy died because of her. But she didn't really know him. It's not like, okay, she heard him playing the flute once, yeah. And he cut her, so she was just very scared. If she just left and not have seen him, I wouldn't have thought anything of it either. I know she feels guilty because of her, he died, but I'm surprised she's going just no thought about it, just doing all this. I don't really know. Maybe it was a little girl crying to her as well. She also saved her life because she looked like she was about to jump in the water. A pen? Whoa. Would have never thought of that. That's not what the description says. She's gonna say something different. It's not like he thinks she's scared and then she'd say her soul or whatever they said. Oh, okay, that was his suggestion. No hesitation. Okay, half my life. Take it. I remember what he looked like, but not his soul. That was a scar. That was like more of a birthmark. My sister has it too. Big enough. Oh, so he's gonna be like a little tadpole, and she has to basically raise him back into not from a baby to who he was before he died, but just until like the becoming alive process completes. Again, become alive, reanimated. Even though she's in the process of bringing him back, currently he's dead. His sister's just not gonna see him again. If they have parents, everyone just assumes he's dead. So if he comes back now, or after all the months or weeks, maybe a year it takes to bring him back, what's the point of going back? He probably can't go back. So you brought him back for your own conscience, because you felt bad. But I don't think he can go back when he finally grows big. It's not regular water. It's because she brought salty. She's defying the laws of nature. And she's not gonna want to part with him too. She already had dreams of him like, whoa, come back. And all now, her parents haven't really talked to her or seen her with him. So far everything's going well though. Nothing bad has happened other than his death. It's not gonna work the way she plans. Like, what? Everything's so like optimistic and nice, going well so far, but I don't believe everything's gonna go well. I hope for a bad ending for some reason though, but like in a good way, a sad ending, because it's whose fault? I'm not gonna say it's her fault, but it is. Ooh! Does she know it's a human? Oh, they don't know. How did you just throw away the dolphin? How? Were you watching? Or just you know where parents throw little dolphins? Look at the rat on her shoulder. Look at it. Oh. It's like suffering. Why did the mom just throw him away? She's... I don't get any bad vibes from her. She's just weird. Like, I don't know who this boy is. Oh my god, can you just leave him, please? Oh my god, he's gonna snitch. Who are you? Okay, hopefully he's gone. Fish are common here. Like, y'all could change it to any animal. But fish just there and... Ugh. Unless there's an event, you won't see them. His hair is sick, and I thought it was only moving because of the wind, but... Sounds like a snake. He got bit. Did you not hear the snake? Because I did. What made him say, oh, this is fun? I don't want to move it aside. Ooh. All y'all doing some dumb stuff today. Keep going. They got a lot of problems on their hands. She can't deal with and then take him as well. That was a perfect place to keep him. And then the snake incident. There has to be something going on. She should have left the boy there, the fish, and taken him, because then you're gonna get him to help, but you have the fish with you. Almost there. It's morning now. Oh, the sun's rising. Her grandfather? With those majestic locks, there's no way it doesn't have healing powers. Is it gonna absorb it? Ooh. It's a lot of venom. Oh, master in herbs. And I trust him too. I knew if he ever saw the fish, he'd just mind his own business. My favorite character is gonna die. Look at his hand is more dead. Oh yes, he does look like a tree. I wasn't gonna say that, but now I'm seeing that sticking out of it. It's because it took the venom too. His voice is so clear and strong to just be... It's not like he's dying because he's weak and old and sick. It's just his time to become a tree. I like that response. Chew, whatever it is. But how many years? She just said yup. She just said yup. My daughter wouldn't do such a thing. Oh, she's found out. He's so big to carry now. And he's still like, there's no way he can go back to the human world. I don't know. That's all I'm expecting. Bustle. Oh, I thought you just threw him down. Break the hole for him. Oh my goodness. If a freezing cold river doesn't affect her, then I don't know how the winter air does because they're dressed in winter clothing. She didn't even get to look around. It was taken out. I can go to the human world. Oh, so you don't really care about her? You just... There's a lot of rats in the human world, which is probably why she wants to go. She has a lot of power. She seems weak right now, but she's doing this whole beanstalk. And they're not even out of the water. I wonder what happened to her. Like, she was called and her mother's like, nah, my daughter will never do that. And now she's here. Are these people from the village? Or, okay, him. Still no shoes. So I feel like winter doesn't affect them, but they're dressed differently. Look, he's completely red, like a red dolphin now. Unicorn fin. Let's just get her there. We're gonna come back for her. He's turning back like no regrets. Okay, he was going to. You know she would not talk to you again. They always find a little body of water to dash the dolphin boy in. Dashing pots off of windowsills. Whoa, how long has she been sleeping? So now he's going home? Who came for him? Y'all are the red dolphins. Is she dreaming still? And if this is real, it's not even like she's, okay, he's coming to see her one last time. Like, she's sad to see him go. She just really wanted to protect him until the time he could leave. I thought she'd grow too attached. Why does this okay, never mind. They probably used to live around here. Because it looks exactly like where they live now. I was supposed to say, why does it look like this? She's dreaming. This girl loves to dream. He's going up to make a deal for what? With who? Why? I mean... What? If you decide to do some... Oh. We could just get rid of him. That'll separate their lives. Who knows what he's gonna do? Why he's so in love with her? He looks so... What did you do? What did you do? Are you yelling at yourself? Like, yelling about yourself? Was she cursed to be that old disgusting rat lady because she was stuck in the sewers, and now that she's free because she snitched and gave the location of Coon and Toon? Mask of the Dragon. I don't even know what that is, and we're so far into the movie. Ginormous. She's really out here flying on this dolphin fish though, when their whole world is in calamity. Ooh. I think she's stronger than you, Mom. Never mind, she didn't... Oh, shoot. He made a deal. He is strong enough. For his life, I think. Go get his grandma. Oh, the dragon mask. She didn't even hesitate or take him. But she doesn't... I mean, he is a human, so they don't know token. The rat lady being... what she is now, is that unexpected? Will it assist, or did it just catch on fire because of their attacks? It literally looks like it's just burning up. She's like, Grandpa, this message, I don't know. I was wondering who that was. The only character I really know is the white hair boy that was with her, and the dolphin boy. Fish boy. I'm surprised she's gonna go. Go! You gotta show me a picture. Reminds you of... Yeah. Turns her head away. Look what you've done, girl. Now, after everything? Oh, I thought she was gonna hit that rock. The water wasn't that high. That's her grandpa's tree? Don't get discouraged. Keep going. The tree's gonna clog all the holes? This is the one they're crying about? Oh, when he sent his sister. And then, okay. You better go home. Go home. All of this. She sacrificed her life to protect everyone and make sure you can escape. And you turn around. No one wanted to look at her one last time. So she just sacrificed herself to... This is a... Wow. Now the tree is her grandpa, and her. But then the phoenix bird, she kept saying grandma, but then they also mentioned that the grandma did die, so I really did not want him to turn around. That would just... And I'm sure they'll let him go now. I mean, she sacrificed herself for all of this, and if they do see him, because he didn't make his way out yet, they'll let him go. Yeah, they said if she dies, he dies, but she didn't necessarily die, she just became one with the tree. So her, like, soul still lives on. I don't know. What, you're gonna bring her back too? I mean, yes, in the beginning, they're talking about she's 117, she's still alive. Bringing her back was so seamless. She didn't go to the human world with him then? Did she even hear that? Like, where is he? I feel bad for that boy too. He did everything for her. And she did everything for this boy. Now I feel like after that whole climatic battle and try to get him away, her dying, the tree growing, saving everybody, and he's still here, we're still going to try to get him home. I just feel like all that build up and now like what am I have to rely on now? They wasted it. He should have went home then. When have you watched her eat before? Sorry, you keep trying. She's not having it. Ooh. She didn't even put effort into that. Kind of like, you know, gently put him down. She's like, stop with that. You're my brother. You're like my brother. Insensitive. I'm cold. Stop trying. I'm embarrassed. She fell in love with the fish and I'm right here. I don't know if she loves him, but she really cares more about the coon than she does for him-ish. I say ish because she just seems so uninterested. And she gave her entire life to grow the tree, and he brought a branch back, and that brought it back. I think this soul keeper, whatever, has a lot of power. That's usually what it does. So just having a piece of her essence was enough to bring the whole thing back. He's taking a different path home. They don't need those sprouts anymore, because now like the earth and their world's connected, they said, or whatever. The human world and this world. Stop jumping up before you juke her in her eye with that horn. Just go. What's the word? Such an emotional attachment to him. Oh wow, they still need that to get him home. Okay. Is this his last act? And then he's gonna die? And please take it this time. Sacrificing his whole life for you. Imagine him doing this. There we go. And she really doesn't want to go. he can't stop it because he already initiated it. She's not even questioning it. She's not even saying anything. That is not enough. But she's cool with it because she gets to be Kun. Or whatever his real name is. I feel so bad for this guy. There's no point of the parents or telling her parents she's alive since she's not gonna come back. Where is he now? Looks like he's on the Bahamas. He just died and came back to life, naked on an unknown beach. An unknown girl walking up to him. I don't know if he's gonna remember her because it was said he wasn't. Or the thing she had from... Okay. Ooh, I like this song. Okay, so let me quickly try to sum up what I thought about this movie. It was okay. I would give it out of 10, and I don't usually do that, but I'm trying to start somewhere so I can continue on with what I thought of it. Out of 10, I would give it either like a 5 or a 6. It wasn't anything too special. Well, there's more, because I was wondering, the ending song was too long. Time for what? Revive the white hair boy. So he brought back Chi to take over his role as the Soul Keeper. Okay. Everyone died, but really no one died. They all just came back in the end. Him being the Soul Keeper? Okay. I'm glad for that, for him. Because he needed a good ending. He literally died doing everything for her. She doesn't have to like him. And it's not, her fault that she does it. It's just the way she went about it. Like, he sacrificed his life for her. Everything he did for her, she just turned around and was worried about the fish. And yet still, he did all that for her. I liked him better. And I'm glad he got to come back. Second chance at life. Everyone got their other chances at life. You're not supposed to bring someone back to life. In this world, in the movie, and like in real life, that's not something people really think of, right? From the beginning of the story, which started by bringing him back, I was surprised that she did that. I felt there was no need. She didn't know him at all. She listened to him play the flute once. It's not even like she went to the human world, back to her realm, back to the human world, like she met him, but it was a secret. And then one random day he dies. Anyways, the fact that she brought him back isn't even what I want to stress. I think it's just the plot itself. And the movie wasn't short. It wasn't a short movie. But the events had a very short impact each scene. Her mother being like, oh, my daughter's not like that, so she's supposed to get in trouble. Next scene, boom, she's with the fish boy already. She's with Kun again. I don't know how she got out of that, but then she was with him. And then the rat lady, who was in charge of the bad people that got turned to rats, and you know, the soul keepers in charge of the fish, they're good people. I don't even know her role, her goal. She was there, she stole the flute and then went to the human world and then gone. I didn't even consider her a villain. I don't even know. I didn't even get to take in who she was as a character, and then she dupes them and leaves. And yes, I was talking about the calamity that befell their realm. I forgot to continue on with that topic. Everyone was at risk of dying because she brought him back, and then she was more worried about him, and then she realized, oh shoot, everyone's gonna die. She went to go and help and they didn't want her help. It's like, look what you've done. And now you want to try to help? And then she did sacrifice her life to help them all at the end by giving her life to the grandpa tree. But then she comes back to life. I would have been fine with her dying. I would have been fine with him leaving then and there. But then there was like another half of the movie that wasn't needed, I guess. I don't know, because if he escaped there and if she died there, I would have been fine with that as well. The main reason why all these problems started is because she brought him back. And she must have known the consequences of bringing anyone back. I mean, it took half of her life force She must have known. I felt bad for him that he died protecting her. I mean, the fact that he jumped into a whirlpool storm water in the first place which was very dumb. I don't even know still if he and his sister had parents, but from what we've seen, it was just him and her. And you jump in there and die, and she just left alone. I was worried about that, and it was like a very minor detail. Like, we have to just show who he is on the human side. He has a sister, his dog. I'm assuming they have no parents. She's by herself. So I thought him jumping in there in the first place was very dumb. If he didn't, then she'd die. And since he did, he died, and she brought him back, which could have resulted in everyone else dying in her round. The two main characters made two of the dumbest decisions in the movie, jumping in to save the dolphin and bringing him back to life, which was very selfless, even though I said she was selfish at a point, but they made selfless actions. Him by saving her, the dolphin, even though he didn't even know like who she really was or the fact it was more than just a dolphin, and then her bringing him back, which I'm sure like anyone would understand, like there'd be crazy consequences for bringing a soul back, a human back from the dead. You want to really defy all of that? I don't know. Okay, so one more thing. There were a lot of interesting looking characters, and I'm just gonna include some screenshots that I've taken as I was editing, but there were so many interesting looking characters that weren't used. You know, I think it was just a waste not to use damn characters. They look more interesting than our main characters. I think this deserved to be probably a longer movie or maybe a series, I don't know. But all the utilities they had, they just used them incorrectly. Wasted it. Anyways, I was really interested though. Holy, this movie got me really hooked. Yeah, I was really hooked on the plot. Like, everything that was happening, I was really engaged in it. A lot of things that happened where I could say a lot in response to the things that happened. Anyways, this probably would have made more sense if I took the time to write out my thoughts and think about the plot in order to talk about the story. I just didn't want to take up too much of your time, make this part too long, or waste too much of my time, because I finished watching this pretty early and now I could just use the rest of the day to edit this. And then I still have to watch other things after this, or one more thing after this for the week, and then next week recycle that whole entire schedule. Anyways, I always go on about randomness. I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please, like, if you didn't go so far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.